Well, as a 40-year-old wise man who's into poetry, and I speak my mind and just creative in theatre and dance. Well, on some Wednesdays I do go to acting. I might have a days off acting, so I can have a sleep in. I can do a morning workout or an afternoon workout. So I can be more motivated, and also with my housekeeping.
I never intended to work in disability because I have a son with disability, and I'm living it. I don't need to work it. If ever I want to do something in the disability space, it's about inclusion, it's about educating the broader community, or importantly, parents. In his first plan, I was very fortunate. I had a friend who helped Paul and I prepare. So we went through pre-planning. We'd educated ourselves on what the NDIS was and what we could expect to go through, and went into the planning meeting fully informed. It then took me 3 months to get the plan fully activated, and that was about us choosing the people that we wanted to work with Paul.
Well, you need to practice with the answers to the questions again and again and again. All you have to do is to be prepared, and how to be heard. And even if you talk too fast and you stutter, you just got to believe in yourself, breathe, do it again. Well, I was just a tiny little bit nervous, but I managed it really good. And there was one person who helped me through my first time, was my mum.
These were all new workers for Paul. Paul didn't have support workers in his life prior to the NDIS. Really, in that 12 months, they had to get to know him. They had to build a relationship.
He's one of my support workers through higher up. He helps me with some things. I'm actually a part of a choir, which is the Hospital Bells Choir. He also helps me to do mail bonding and maybe cleaning.
In an NDIS meeting, you've got to focus on the help. You've got to focus on what you can't do or what might break if you continue to do it. And in Paul and my meetings, one of those things that was threatened to break was our relationship, because I was involved in every aspect of his life. He's a 40-year-old man. You know, it's not normal for a mother to be heavily involved in every aspect of a 40-year-old man's life. There were no secrets. And that was putting pressure on us. And it meant that when we would get together, support worker in me would come out. I can now back off on that. Encouraging people to pre-plan, encouraging people to have that vision. I think we need to do a lot more work around how we support people to set goals. One of the tricks of doing that is to listen to people's stories. Really listen. And if you listen, you can pick up the "and I want." There's a goal coming up. Let's reframe that.
There are some things in life which I am struggling with, like public transport, or getting lost in Melbourne or Brisbane. I'm actually finding it hard with my cat. She can be a bit trouble, reckless, naughty, and not being safe. It's like I'm being more independent, freedom, probably speaking up and just not staying in silence. Otherwise, people are not hearing you, and they're not mind readers.
For Paul, one of the goals which we had last year, and we've continued it on this year, which is about him exploring getting a new job. He's been in his current employment now, in open employment, for about 5.5 years. He wants a change, like anybody else, you know. Thing is, Paul's got heaps of potential, and the NDIS is keen to support people like Paul get to their next level, because in future, Paul possibly won't need as much support, or Paul will be more able to access mainstream support. That's the core principle around an insurance model. Ultimately, I'm not going to be around, and so this structure has to work for Paul independently.